High school football in St. Johns County, and we are nearing the end of the regular season. District races starting to thin out. We had one district champion crowned last week, and we'll have a couple more next week. Recap of last week's game. St. Augustine High School, a district champion, another district title. They've won every one since 2004 onward. The Yellow Jackets 49, Palm Coast Matanzas 13. The Jackets, no suspense in that one. Creekside stayed in the hunt in District 3-3A. A big comeback win over Ponte Vedra. Ponte Vedra was up substantially in that game, double-digit lead in the fourth quarter. Creekside comes back and hangs on, 27-23 win for Creekside. Menendez, another one to watch out for. The Falcons control their own destiny. They're off tonight, but they have a big game next week at against Palm Coast Matanzas. And last week they stayed in the thick of things with a big 45-20 win over Palatka. Palatka winless, but Menendez has played down to seems its face this season, but the Falcons not down in that one. They used defense at the end and some big plays by Zach Brown, Dustin Bryant, and Taylor Sino to roll in that one, 45-20, and they'll go back to the playoffs with a win next week. Last but not least, Bartram Trail, really on a sudden downward spiral. They dropped to 4-4 with a loss last week. A Thursday night game, 36-23 against Clay. And bringing us to this week's games, Bartram Trail played Orange Park in the late game from Thursday night. Creekside, a big chance to move to the front of the district pack with a game at Clay tonight. Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind on the road in Miami against Solid Rock Christian. The Dragons looking for their first win. And St. Augustine and Menendez both off tonight. A couple big home games this evening. St. Joseph hosting Branford. The Flashes are charging toward a 9-win season, so they have a chance to stay on pace toward that. And Nice going to Ponte Vedra. The teams have never met, but it's going to be a good one. Those guys are separated by only a few miles. And also Ponte Vedra a chance to ruin Nice's season within the district. Last but not least, our player of the week, and St. Augustine quarterback Kyle West is our player of the week. 4 total touchdowns last week in the win over Matanzas. 7-11 passing, 197 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and the rare rushing touchdown. Kyle West vaulted over the end zone from the 1-yard line. So Kyle West, a rushing touchdown for the Yellow Jackets. We will talk to you next week in a kind of a playoff/regular season end of the year preview in St. Johns County football.